Hey, hey, guys, welcome. Violet, hi, honey, first in the house. All right, so let's get into this, and I'm going to ask. This is going to be a love message, but I want to go ahead and ask, what do they want to convey, whoever they may be? I thought let's just jump on into that topic for right now. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Five of Pentacles upright. I am hearing a quote of Pablo Neruda: "In you, everything sank, deserted like the wharves at dawn, oh, abandoned one." Um, I think it's like a song of sorrow or song of despair is the title of the poem. It feels like very, very sad. What they would want to say is, when you stopped giving to me, when you kicked me out, Queen of Pentacles, it has been ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Okay, we're gonna get all kinds of songs and poetry right now. Um, it's been really sad. Nothing's been right. Nothing's been right. Tell me about that Five of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. It's weird because nothing's been right, and yet the wheel is turning in their favor. So explain that to me. Hi, Mon, Sleep Princess. So glad you're here. Nice to see you again tonight. Five of Wands. Okay, so everything is changing. Everything is changing. He, his words are that he is missing the hell out of her. Everything's a train wreck, and yet we have this change going on, and he doesn't know what to do about it. It's like this is maybe a really good, or should be a really good chapter of his life, and he can't even enjoy it. There's something that's just he's lost in thought. He's ill at ease, and yet, I mean, to put it simply, I feel like he knows that he needs to take action. And instead, we got these orcs fighting it out in his head, going round and round. Oh boy. Two of Wands, back and forth, back and forth. Even here, he's got this quill pen and his paper, and he's sitting there going, I don't know what to say. And then he's here again with, parchment paper and kind of like magical, you know, uh, painting devices, paintbrushes. There we go. Swirling around. What do I do? Two of Wands. Do I try to communicate? Do I not? I know this is like the time that I should. Why do you think it's the time that you should? We've got the Nine of Cups in the reverse, because I can't take it. It's too, I'm so unhappy. So it's, of course, this is the time that I should, because I've reached a crescendo where I really can't stand her being gone anymore. Like that's basically the way I would look at that for him. It's, I can't deal with the fact that she's not here. She's not calling. She's not coming back. She hasn't reached out to me. All this time is passing, and the vacancy that she left behind is a gigantic. I mean, it's like breaking out somebody's window, and then that cold air is blowing across his back and his head. He could actually have a receding hairline or bald, or this is just a reference to like he's been tearing out his hair over this whole thing. But she has definitely been gone a long time, and he knows she's not coming back. She's not going to suddenly reach out to him. So it's been long enough. Why do you think she left? Why did she take away her energy? Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, because it wasn't a Ten of Pentacles. It wasn't a happy home. There wasn't giving. There wasn't sharing. Why wasn't there giving or sharing? Nine of Pentacles. Hang on. She already had everything that she needed. Did you think she was so well put together, so full of herself, that you didn't need to give anything, or what? The Sun. He thought she was already so happy in her own right, in her own life, in her own everything. She had it all. So wait, what did you do? What did you do, Mr. Five of Pentacles? The Chariot. So I left. What? Chariot is you moved on or you moved toward her. Which did you do here? The Fool. I think he left her. Did he get, oh my God. Remember, the reason she's not around is because it wasn't a 10 of Pentacles. What was the problem? I couldn't understand. Why was that a problem? He's like, oh, she was a 9 of Pentacles. She was so happy. Her life was so great. She had her sense of pride, her sense of, self. And it's almost like that challenged him and was like, well, fine. If you just don't even need me, then I'll just go. I'll go in a different direction. I'll take a leap of faith someplace else. That's what this is coming across as. Like, because this is him, like, we see the back end of these dragons. He's gone. So you left somebody because why? Hang on. We got to go back. Let me change the decks and say, just from your lips, you're really missing her. She's not giving to you anymore. She's not in your life anymore. Did you leave her? Queen of Swords in the reverse. I would say that's a yes. I would say you got mad even. Decided she was a villain, decided she was mean to him or something, and bounced. I mean, this is definitely like windows open, birds are flying. It's, I feel like it's ghosting. So then why are you so sad now? 10 of Wands, because this was the worst mistake he ever made. So he basically, in this storyline, and this does not have to be a him, do bear that in mind. This could be either, same-sex couple, reverse gender roles. It's just, I'm saying him because that's who we have here. And he's missing a Queen of Pentacles who's no longer giving to him. He's got a lot of burdens over this. And I'm guessing it's because if he met somebody who seemed like she was genuinely like content and she came across as too whole, and he like didn't know what his role was going to be since she already had a 9 of Pentacles and she was so happy. So it's like he went off because he decided, well, she doesn't need me to make her happy. But she wasn't happy, or he thought she wasn't happy with him. He wasn't giving her what she needed, so he took off. And he's like, yeah, well, she doesn't really want a man at all, or she doesn't want a partner at all. She's not happy with what I do. Why do you think she wasn't happy? Why do you think it wasn't a 10 of Pentacles for her? The Emperor sideways. He's halfway saying, because I wasn't actually being an emperor. I mean, I wanted to be, but I wasn't. I wasn't really. 6 of Cups. It was a soulmate energy. But was he only halfway in it with her? Was there somebody else he was still thinking about with that 6 of Cups? Was he bouncing kind of between, like he didn't fully commit to her? And then he decided to make it be like, oh, she's wanted somebody else. She was happy on her own. Life force energy. I don't know. Make this clear for me. Tell me about the 6 of Cups so that I know whether or not there was another person. We got a Queen of Wands. I think he was intimidated by her personal satisfaction and success. I think she got frustrated with him because he was actually still not really committing to her, because he was actually still thinking about giving energy elsewhere to an ex of his, unfortunately. So then he decides to go ahead and turn it into a ghosting situation where, you know what, she didn't really want a partner anyway. Vilify her, turn her into a monster. And he knows none of that was right and none of that was true. So now he's got this 10 of Wands to lug around. Now, so hang on. What happened with your awesome Queen of Wands, the other person that was the other soulmate that you still wanted in your life? The Moon. What was that? What was that? The Moon. The Moon is like, she had a bunch of secrets. The High Priestess, yeah, she was calling me in, but it was maybe she had another lover. Oh my God. Okay, so, this is a tough story. This is a tough story. So honestly, I don't even know why he gets to sit around and be oh so sad about the person that he jilted, didn't connect to, kind of more or less decided to vilify her, decided, oh, she's so good on her own anyway. She doesn't really want or need a partner. I'm going to take off. I'm going to go back to that other soulmate and I'll just ghost her. But uh-oh, that Queen of Wands, that other soulmate, what I didn't know is that she had another lover. We got way too many people in this. What I didn't know is that I was just a game. Maybe she was using me to make somebody else jealous, but she definitely just didn't have me as a lover, and I didn't know that. So now I dumped somebody that I actually got mad at because she was whole and I treated her like crap to go chase my ex, who then treated me like crap. And now I'm sitting here super bummed out and I don't know how to write a letter. I'm not really sure you get to write a letter to this Queen of Pentacles. I mean, what do you really want to say to the Queen of Pentacles? I just don't know, other than I made such a big mistake. Oh, you're my Two of Cups. Sorry, I'm being snotty about that, aren't I? It's Action of Swords in the reverse. If only I had not moved away from you so swiftly, I would have been able to see that, of course, you were my Two of Cups, but instead I split too soon. If only, I couldn't see how amazing you were. My head was still clouded. I was still thinking about an ex, and I thought you were just so good without me that it didn't even matter. And I wasn't really making you happy, but the reason I wasn't making you happy is because I wasn't being an emperor and stepping up. But it's because I was still thinking about an ex who then I went back to when I ghosted you. But now I'm realizing you were really the real one that I should have been with. You were the real catch. You were the person that I can't stop thinking about. Okay, but universe, my question is this really even hindsight, or is this just that, he got messed with by that ex, so that hurt his ego, and then he thinks back to the Queen of Pentacles, who actually didn't play any games with him, and now he's like, oh, she was really great. Is it only because, it's all about the ego stuff? Like, if the ex, would he have been happily ever after with the ex if she didn't have some secret lover? No, because it wasn't love with the ex after all. But is it really love that he feels for this Queen of Pentacles, or is this just somebody who wants a bunch of... Yeah, that's what I was worried about. We've got the King of Cups in the reverse and the Queen of Wands upright. Once again, it's more like I want somebody to love me and make me feel good, because that Queen of Wands, that was his ex. I feel rejected and emotionally insecure because of that ex. He still doesn't love, but he doesn't like getting rejected by. So now he feels bad. So really what he's hungry for from the Queen of Pentacles is, even though he's saying she was my Two of Cups, she was amazing, I think he wants somebody who would give him the things that would make him feel good about himself. I'm sorry, it is not a nice story. Sometimes we don't get great stories. In this fictional tale, I only see him as somebody that is just all about himself. And even when he's sad and he's saying, I made the biggest mistake of my life, that's actually not it. The biggest mistake he's making, I think, is in not taking the time to take a good hard look in the mirror and see how he's behaving. He's convincing himself. Let me ask though, universe, is there any truth to the Two of Cups? He says she's so amazing. Four of Cups, Queen of Cups. So in a way, he does have a big regret, because he knows she's really special. She's really loving. She's really nice. He knows that about her. And he has a big regret with how he treated her, because he knows that that's a truly loving person. But if we go back to what we just saw, he is a King of Cups, but he's still brokenhearted over that queen that wanted someone instead of him. And there's still an element where I still feel like, even if it's not love, even if it's just like, but she has to tell me that I'm good, that ex, I needed her to not dump me or play games with me and have some other lover so that I could feel good enough about myself. He's still hung up on that any way we slice it, even if it's like, I know, but I should have been with this wonderful Queen of Cups. That's, we're the real match. But I'm looking at him going, but you aren't a match for anybody when you're like this. I mean, that's just my assessment. That's mean, I know. 118, thank you so much. You were so sweet. Thank you for your donations over and over. You're so generous. Thank you, love. This is just a mess, and I so hope that he doesn't reach out or that she doesn't have to deal with him, because he has so much personal work to do from what I see in this. But let's just see. As we can see, he doesn't know what to do. Can I reach out? Should I reach out? I sit here and, oh my God, there's so much I want to say to her. What action are you actually going to take? Ace of Pentacles. That is trying to do things different. That is trying to have a new beginning. The Chariot. See, I'm thinking he's going to be trying to come back on into her world. At some point, he's going to move toward her. Let me get one more. Messenger of Wands. He's definitely going to try coming toward her with some kind of conversation at some point here. Okay, then we definitely have to go over and ask, universe, what is the advice for that Queen of Pentacles? Actually, hang on. Let's just ask, where is she even at? Where is this Queen of Pentacles / Queen of Cups even at? Ooh, she's over this. We got the Ten of Swords. She cried her last tear. She's over that. She hasn't met a new boo yet, but she's just about to. She could be doing a little bit of work on herself. She could be fantasizing about, what her next chapter will be. But she doesn't have any tears left. She doesn't have any hurt left. She's kind of victorious and over this past situation with him, to the point where, look, when you're done, you're done. When it's over, it's over. When you see a Ten of Swords, that's it. I don't see her thinking about him even anymore. Queen of Swords upright. He ghosted her once before, didn't give her a goodbye, whatever this is. And now you notice that she sits here and she's got these keys and she's got her sword pointed down. A Queen of Swords can say a lot, but sometimes the way she says a lot is by saying absolutely nothing. And I think he ghosted her in the past. This time around, she wouldn't probably say word one. I don't even think she'd respond if he reaches out. Okay, let's still go over here and say, universe, what do you got to say to this queen? The universe says, darling, you are definitely not a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You are a Queen of Pentacles upright. And the length of your life and the adventures you're still going to have, you've got lots of them still. You got lots and lots and lots of time. You are going to give to people. You're going to love. You're going to be connected to people. You are going to have like a really great Four of Wands. Your great love story is still on the horizon. Oh, I love that for her. Absolutely love that for her. Universe, do you even need to weigh in at all on the situation with him? I mean, it seems like she's pretty much determined to not deal with him. On the situation with him, it says, if they're going to try to sneak back in for some kind of an apology, remember there's a whole bunch of stuff you didn't know about what happened. Saying, hey, I'm sorry for what happened while still trying to keep those secrets. Just know, even if he gives an apology, it will not be to really reveal the depth of what just happened, or he's still so out of touch he doesn't even understand the depth of himself and what he's been, how he's operating. So the moon is there. The moon is still in secret mode. And this person's like trying to sneak in with an apology. That's not how you handle it. If you didn't do something like really big wrong, he knows that he did stuff really wrong here. And although he wants to say, this was the biggest mistake ever, the way I ended things with you, but I don't think he would come clean and say, I basically vilified you, dumped you, ran off and ghosted you, went back to an ex, then she had another lover. Now I want you to fix me because I'm really brokenhearted, all because I really wanted that other lover to still say that they wanted me. And since they didn't, I now say that you're my Two of Cups because I want to be with you because I know you'll give me a lot. but really I still want that ex to not have taken away my, whatever, my swag or something like that. But I am sorry that I hurt you. He's never going to say all those words. So what good is an apology that it doesn't even have all the rest of it behind it anyway, is kind of the way I'm interpreting that. But that's because I'm a little fed up with that character and this, just waste of time. King of Wands. I really feel like the universe is just like, compare. If somebody's going to come in and say sorry for having treated this way, just ask, would a King of Wands have treated it? Somebody who loves you really deeply, would they have even disappeared and not been there beside you? Or if you have a King of Wands in your life, compare the difference. Compare how somebody who loves you treats you versus how somebody that can dump you like a hot rock and then show back up creeping in. And I'm sorry to like paint him as such a villain, but I cannot get behind this story. I just can't. And him trying to come in later and thinking he can rewrite history and reach out to her again, it's just really annoying to me. So maybe I'm biased in how I'm interpreting, but I do not see this working. Not with the creeping in and still the secrets. I love the fact that the universe is giving her, like, think about it. How does somebody treat you that loves you and wants to be with you? They want to leave you high and dry. They damn sure wouldn't disappear and ghost and then come creeping back in. They're going to be beside you. They're going to be defending you and the connection. They're going to have your back. I mean, come on, these lions are here flanking him, protecting him. So I just feel like the universe is pointing it out, like, he's not your one. But I don't think she needed that pointed out at all. We did not see any hint of her being willing to even entertain this person back in her life. But I think, if anything, their apology creeping in is maybe just supposed to be used as comparison, fodder. And that might really help her recognize who the right person is for her. My right person, my good person, he's going to be a sexy, hunky King of Wands. He's going to be somebody that wouldn't leave me high and dry, and he just might have a couple lions beside him. He's got a lion's heart. We got the Five of Cups. I really think she's going to be moving into another relationship. And I do think that person whoever that, we'll call him the reverse King of Cups, was, yes, he will probably always have a sob story about how he got done wrong. But just because somebody has a sob story doesn't mean that it's true. Just because he sees it as, I'm the one who lost out on the love of my life. She was my Two of Cups, but I made a, bad decision and I got cheated on. Well, yeah, but you dumped her to go with your ex, who then in turn cheated on you. You kind of got what you deserved. I'm sorry. I'm so mean tonight. I just am fed up with the boo-hooing. And I kind of feel like that is a little bit of what's going on here too. Like, really? They're crying over you, but they ghosted you. So why would they cry over you? They don't have a right to cry over you or to, come climbing back in. They ghosted you. Be gone. I really don't think she's going to work on even explaining any of this story to her new boo. I really don't see her giving any more effort or thought or like, oh, but that poor person, he really does miss me. He really did make a mistake. I wish him well. I really don't think she has to do that. This says, give it no more, no more efforts. Rosebud, thank you so much. Thank you. You're so generous. No, I really see her giving zero energy to this. Hallelujah. So the universe said, Dylan, you have got a very long life ahead. You have got a love story that you haven't even delved into yet. You are going to live in some kind of a very lovely place that has a nice outdoor patio. It could be a very luxurious home. She may be winding up doing very well financially. Queen of Pentacles tend to. I even think that they would have blocked her money. I even think that they would have been such an energy suck, an energy vampire. It would have been all about them. Everything would have been manipulation attempts to get her to show them how great they were, because that's really what this person needed, was like, brush my ego, stroke my ego, brush my ego. So I really think that they probably could have taken like and created blockages for her financially as well. Those blockages are definitely not there. It looks like she's moving into a relationship that will not only lead to long-term commitment, but it could be like literally she could live in a very fancy home or someplace that has like, maybe this is like a really nice vacation that she gets to take and enjoy with the mate that she'll end up with. But I feel like this is their home. This is their empire. It's just like, it feels like a dream. It feels like they live in an area that, you know, you can have like a nice outdoor space like this, pillars and balconies and just really nice courtyard. This is so different. I could see why she's got to be able to envision the kind of life she'd like to have and then envision what kind of a partner would sit next to me. Only him, not that person of the past. Only a king like this is going to be able to sit beside her and fit in that environment, not a boo-hooing king of cups in the reverse that uses emotional manipulation tactics because they're still so sad over their ex. That is so not that. No, 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 no. I do just want to check in just a little bit. Sorry, I already used that deck. Let's go this route. Do we have anything last to say about her upcoming relationship? That that King of Wands could end up being a soulmate for her. This could be somebody that she feels like she's known them before. This could be somebody that she actually